Hello and welcome. I'm Grace here at Central Wellness Yoga Studio and Holistic Health Centre. And this is part of a series of classes that are really focusing on self-care. And we've taken each of these classes and worked in a theme, taking an area of the body. And today's practice is really focusing on the core. So we're going to start down on our backs. What I would say is if you have a block or something that you can use that is kind of this shape for a block, grab it now and meet me down on your back in called Baddha Konasana. So you can just place your block to one side unless you want to support the head with a block or a blanket. So you've got a slight tuck of the chin or blocks underneath the knees, the thighs, just supporting. And then place your hands somewhere around the belly region, the core region. And let's settle for a moment here, feeling the weight at the back of the skull, and the shoulders, dropping the attention down around the pelvis to the feet. So beginning this work of dropping the mind into the body, the softening of your gaze, softening around the face, the jaw. And then begin to bring the breath in consciously through the nose, feeling the belly rise as you inhale. And as you exhale, notice that slight drawing of the navel towards the spine as you exhale. And already can feel that slight engagement around the abdominals. So the breath draws in through the nose, bring the breath into the belly, the ribs, the top of the lungs. Exhaling navel towards spine. Inhaling. So if you know the Ujjayi breath, just that exhale, that slight constriction in the back of the throat, the more audible breath, start to layer that on. Just take a few more rounds of breath like this. So when we think of the core, anatomically, it's not just kind of the main abdominal, lovely six-pack. It's the whole of the kind of stabilizing muscles around the trunk of the body. So include the back and the deep stabilizing muscles of the hip flexors. So everything kind of that supports the extremities of the body. So it'll be all encompassing within this flow. Let's take one more deep full breath like this. Exhaling, draw navel towards spine. And then slowly bring your knees together, bring the feet flat, fairly close to the body, knees are up. So a lot of the work we'll be doing today is more internal rotation, adduction. So just started there with a little release around that area. Keeping the hands onto the belly. Again, take a nice full breath in as if you feel an arch into the lower back. So the front hip bones moving towards the thighs, a slight contraction in the back of the body. And then as you exhale, draw the navel again a little bit more actively towards the spine so the lower back presses down. You feel it, engagement and contraction through front body. Breathing in, lengthening the front body, arching the back. Exhale, lower back presses down, navel towards spine. And again, just move between those. Some pelvic tilt, settling again, mind into body and breath. Exhaling. And then draw the arms down by your side. The shoulders move away from the ears, nice and long through the neck. And as you inhale, press through the feet and start to roll all the way up. So hips lift. I'm going to float the arms up towards the ceiling. Bring the arms over the head, palms facing up. And then as you exhale, slowly coming all the way back down, floating the arms down. And so you feel the lower back press down, coming back to neutral spine. With the breath, inhale. So rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae along that central axis of the spine. Feeling that slight glute engagement here as you press the hips, the pelvis up. And then exhaling. Again, releasing all the way down. So it's a flow with the movement and breath. Inhaling to rise, not rushing. Let's set that nice steady rhythm with the breath. Knees draw forward, get a little bit more lift so we feel those stabilizing muscles around the glute, the hamstrings. Exhaling and releasing back down. Good. Again with the breath. Breath leads movement. Inhale, rolling up. As you come up again, arms are over the head, palms facing up. Holding here, not the breath, just the shape. Keep lifting the hips up. So again, feel a stabilizing center of the body. Press your left foot down as you inhale. Draw your right knee into your chest. So we've got to watch here we don't collapse down into the right hip. So stabilizing around the pelvis, lifting up, and see if we can extend the right leg up. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale, keep lifting the hips up. Inhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Place the right foot down. And then slowly keep the arms as they are over the head. Rolling back down. Feel the end of the breath. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. And you might find an exhale out the mouth. Just a little release here. Inhale again. Press through the feet. So again, lift the hips up. Press through the feet. Feel that glute engagement. Lift the pelvis up. Inhale, press through the right foot. Draw the left knee into the chest. Extend the left leg up. Breathing in 1. Try not to tense and harden around the face. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Keep lifting up. And then bend the left knee. Press the left foot down. And again, slowly, keeping the arms as they are. Roll the spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. So really letting the mind drop down into the body. Bend the elbows, bring the hands behind the head. So we're just supporting the head, keeping that slight flexion through the neck, chin towards the chest, elbows wide. And then draw both knees into your chest. A release here, just circling the knees round. And in that action, feeling the arching and the flattening of the lower back, changing direction. And feeling that we are moving from the core of the body out, that our actions are centered, and then we draw and reach out from that place. Drop the knees back into the chest, extend the legs up towards the ceiling. You can point and flex, circle the ankles, shake the legs a little bit, so wake them up. And then finding again neutral in the spine. So there's a slight lift around the lower back, slight arch of the lower back, but not a tension. So feeling the weight down, belly dropping down. As you take your next exhale, navel draws towards the spine, and let that action as you engage the abdominals, lift the chest up, elbows wide. Good. So we're supporting the lift of the chest, contracting the front of the body, chin tucked, full breath in. And as you exhale, extend your right leg down. See if you can hover it about 1 inch off the mat. Inhale fully and hold. Exhale, swap the legs without swinging. Control movements, full breath in. Exhale, swap. Good. Inhale, elbows wide. Exhale, swap. Inhale, keep pressing the lower back down. Exhale, swap. Inhale, hold. Exhale, swap. Good. Keep it going. Breath in. Exhale, swap. Do as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Full deep breath in. Time as you exhale, bring the right leg up to meet the left. Let the spine release down. Feel the weight in the back of the skull. The shoulders drop. Bend the knees. And bring the knees as wide as your shoulders. Release the hands and come into happy baby. So you're going to walk the hands somewhere down the legs, maybe a little toe edge of the feet, maybe more the ankles are up near the knees. But as you drop the knees down, flex the feet up, nice and wide with the feet, and maybe you'd get a little bit of rocking. So when we think of self-care, the most important components of self-care is self-compassion. So let this practice be empowering to you. Listen to the body. Listen to how this practice can support you. Let's come back to center. Draw your knees into your chest. Bring your hands underneath your thighs. I'm going to rock and roll a couple of times up and down the mat. Inhale, coming forward. And see if you can find a little hover here up onto the sitting bones. And then rolling back. Inhaling forward. Good. Exhaling back. Have a little fun with this. And we're working at the moment along the central axis, very much centered in the body. Good. Coming up. One more time. And then come all the way up. Get a little hover, lift the chest and begin to feel the action through the back of the body to support the lift of the front of the chest. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Full breath in, try not to hold the breath. And then exhale, bring the feet flat. Good, sweep the feet over so we come and meet on hands and knees. And this is where I'm going to use our block quite a bit more. I'm going to place the block between our inner thighs. Spread the fingers wide, crease of the wrists facing forward, tucking over the toes. So here, try not to hammock into the lower back. Draw the front ribs in, lift the back ribs so we feel that knitting together front and back of body. And also have a slight feeling of squeezing the block, and you feel inner thighs, pelvic floor engaged to support the core. So tucking over the toes, we'll lift the knees and hover the knees an inch off the mat, breathing in 1. Good. Exhale, strong and steady, breathing in 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Exhale. So you can find that ujjayi breath. Inhaling 4. Exhale. As inhale 5, drop the gaze towards the navel, start to press into the hands, keep the block as you lift the hips up and back into our first down dog. Good. Little bit of sway of the hips, so you're lengthening the side of the body. Head drops down, gaze at the navel. Full breath in, long breath out. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose, still keeping that block. So feel like everything is drawing into core of the body. Lift the back ribs, lift the front thighs. Exhale, up and back, down dog. Again with the breath, inhale forward, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward, plank pose. Keep moving the chest forward. Hold here. Option is to drop the knees down. We're going to come all the way, keeping the block. Bend the elbows all the way down to the belly. As you release down, release the tops of the feet. Still got the block, so squeeze that block. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the chin. Press through the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift up into cobra. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And see if you can lift the hands an inch off the mat. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Draw the upper arm bones in. Inhaling 3. Exhale. Release all the way down. Let the forehead lightly touch. Take a moment and feel release. So let the shoulders drop. Let the heels drop away. Feel the breath down into the belly. And then again, draw inner thighs in, draw the heels in, draw the shoulders away from the ears, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And this time we're going to keep the chest down. But as you inhale, press down through the hips, squeeze the block and lift the legs up. Good. Reach to the toes, try and keep the legs straight, lift from the top of the thighs, breathing in 1. So got that block. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Good. Exhale. And as you release again, let it go for a breath. Exhale it out. Again, drawing in, draw the heels in, squeeze the block, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, coming back up into that cobra pose. Lift the hands an inch off the mat, draw the upper arm bones in, and then squeeze the block, lift the legs up, breathing in 1. Exhale. Good. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Lift up. Exhale. And again, release all the way down. Feel the importance of release. Find the baseline. Find your breath. Inhale. And then as you exhale, just simply press up onto the hands and knees. Let the block go. Move it to one side. Tuck over your toes and meet me up and back into down dog. A little movement now in down dog. Feel that freeing, but notice there is also still that awareness of where the block was, the engagement of drawing up into the legs, into the core of the body. Inhale, press into the hands, lift to the hips, weight down into the heels. Bend the knees, look past the hands, end of your breath. Step or hop forward, meet front of the mat. Hands to shins or tent the fingers as you inhale. Lift up, flat back, and just hold here on the flat, in the flat back. So shoulders drawing away from the ears. It's a lift of the chest. So we've got to support the lift of the chest, the core of the body, front and back. And also that drawing in and up through the pelvic floor. So even though you haven't got the block here, there's still that feeling of squeezing the inner thighs, pelvic floor, or mula bandha, which is what we call it in the yoga with the bandhas. And then as you exhale, bend your knees and fold forward, tucking your chin towards your chest. And just take a moment here, whether you hold on to the forearms and just release forward. And remembering when we talk about strength, strength is not the quality of hardening. So try not to kind of get into that tensing and tightening against. Seeing how this practice can support and empower you to come from that place of inner strength. Reach the arms out wide, press through the feet, and as you come all the way up, lift the chest. Look up, reach up, stretch the body as tall as you can. Press through the feet, reach to the fingertips, full breath in. And then we'll exhale, sweep the arms down to the side, coming together to stand in mountain pose. So palms face forward. Gaze soft, forward and down. So embodying that quality of the mountain. The mountain stands strong, steady. So be steady, focus your breath, focus the body, focus the mind. What's that quality of softness? Soften around your face, the jaw. And let's start to move. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide, press to the feet, reach up tall. Exhale, bend your knees, swan dive all the way forward, chest to thighs, tucking the chin. Inhale, halfway, flat back, lift, lengthen. Exhale, knees bent, chest to thighs, curling in. Inhale, step right leg back into high lunge. Take a breath in and just lift the chest. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back into down dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose. So we're getting a little bit of tempo with the breath. As you exhale, you can drop the knees, bend the elbows, come half all the way down. Inhale, whether you're in cobra or if you're ready for up dog, arms straight, lift the chest. Exhale, meet up and back into down dog. Take a full deep breath in. Long breath out. Again, find your Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhaling 3, press into the hands. Exhale, weight down into the heels. Inhaling, right leg lifts. Draw the knee into the chest, and you can modify this on your hands and knees. Bring your chest forward. Give that knee up as high as you can. So as you step the right foot through, it's with skill and precision and control. So help the leg through, knee over ankle. So in a lunge, back knee is lifted. Now keep it light onto the fingertips and see if you can lift your chest off your front thigh. So you can draw your inner thighs together and feel that gathering from the legs into the core. Reach the arms forward. Good. So everything is drawing up into the center of the body, and then we're reaching out into our fingertips. Take a full breath in and rise all the way up into crescent lunge. So stack the shoulders and the hips. Feel you're reaching up through the crown of the head, up to the fingertips. As you inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together and start to straighten the front leg. Keep lifting up through the center line of the body. Exhale, bend again into the right knee. Full breath in. So that one more time. Inhale. So feel like you're drawing everything up from the legs to the core. Reach to the fingertips. Exhale, shoulders soft. Bend into the right knee. Good. Inhale, bring your hands forward. Frame your front foot. Exhale and step forward. Halfway. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Inhale, step back, left leg, high lunge. Look forward again, take a breath. Lift the chest, get a little arch in the back. And then exhale, plant the hands, stepping back, meeting in down dog. Inhale, forward, plank pose. Any modification that's working for you. But remember, bend the elbows, upper arms into the rib cage. Inhaling, cobra up dog. Exhale, meet me up and back. Down dog. Full breath in. Slow, steady rhythm with the breath. Exhale.
Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. Exhale. Inhaling, left leg lift. Don't swing the leg. Draw the knee into the chest. Remember your modification on hands and knees. Lift that knee up as high as you can. Just slowly step the foot through without swinging the leg. Again, come up onto the fingertips. So you can draw the inner thighs together. So you feel drawing in and up. Gathering into the core, lift the chest. So you can hover nice and low. Reach the arms forward. Inhale, press to the feet. Rise up strong and steady. Stack the shoulders, the hips, crown of the head. Reach up to the fingertips. Take a breath in. Draw up through the midline. Straighten the left leg. Keep the chest lifted. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Good. Inhaling, rise. Keep the focus. Exhaling, bend. Inhaling one more time. Rise up. Keep the chest lifted. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale, bring the hands forward. Frame your front foot. Step forward, front of the mat. Halfway. Inhale, lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bow forward, chest to thighs, tucking the chin. So reach the arms out wide, press to the feet, grow tall, come all the way up. Look up, reach up. And then exhale, center hands down, embodying that quality of strength and softness. Full breath in, soften the face and the shoulders. Feel the strength in the body. Stand tall, lift the chest, lift the heart. And then release the hands. Good. Let's step out right side on the mat, about a leg length distance. We'll start here just by turning the toes slightly inwards. Reach the arms behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest. And then exhale, just take a shoulder opener here as you fold forward, letting the head drop down. You can draw the knuckles up towards the ceiling. And you can get a little bit more kind of almost passive here in that stretching, bringing the arms over the head. But keep working from the ground up. So keep pressing through the feet, lifting up into the core of the body. And the head drop down, the chin tuck. Take one more full deep breath in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Now as you come up, you can bend the knees as you need to. But again, from the ground up, press through the feet. And slowly we rise all the way up, lifting the chest, open the throat. Release the arms, bring the arms out to T position and spin your right foot out to 12 o'clock. So you're facing to the back of your mat. You've still got that slight internal rotation through the left hip, left toes, top left corner. Setting up Trikonasana. Inhale, right arm reaches forward. And then exhale, bring your right hand down to your shin, left arm extends up. Try and draw your right hip in and under. So we're creating that almost semicircular action to support the lift and revolving of the chest up towards the ceiling. Arms out nice and wide. Press into your back heel. So again, grow the posture from the ground up. Grow the posture with the breath. Take a deep full breath in. And then as you exhale, so you can just hover your right hand off now your shin. Keeping the chest lifted. So now we're starting to work into those stabilizers of the obliques. Either stay here or reach your right arm forwards. Good. Inhaling, try not to let the chest drop. Keep revolving the chest up towards the ceiling. Possibly left arm can come over the head, as if you're holding a big ball of energy between the arms. Keep active through the feet. Inhaling, draw up through the pelvic floor. And then slowly come all the way up to standing. Bring the arms out wide. Let the shoulders drop. Good. Spin. Right toes now to top right corner. So slightly turning the toes in. Left foot turns out 12 o'clock. Inhale, reach your left fingertips forward far as you can. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Start on the shin and extend the right arm up. So just get the placement, the alignment. So through alignment, we create stability. Draw your left hip in and back. And feel in that action, get a little bit more lift and space to revolve the torso up, reaching to your right fingertips. Chin slightly tucked if you're taking your gaze up. Full breath in. And again, using the breath, exhaling, just hover that left hand away from the shin. Trying not to embody that quality though of hardness, so soften a little bit around the face, around the shoulders. Left arm might come forward. Right arm might come over the head as if you're holding that big ball of energy. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Stay with it. Keep lifting the chest. Inhale, draw up through the legs, squeeze up through the pelvic floor. Lift the chest all the way back up. Exhale, float the arms down to the side. Release all the way down. Just roll the shoulders. Exhaling. And step forward, front of the mat. So we'll take it into a little balance sequence here. So standing again, finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Slow the breath. So part of the strength in the practice is strengthening that ability to train the mind, to come present, to slow down, to find focus. Press your weight down into your left foot, pick your right knee up into your chest, and interlace the hands, whether it's under the thigh or the knee, stand nice and tall. Soften the shoulders and the face. Bring your hands to your hip points and extend the right leg. Keep the right leg lifted. Breathing in 1. Try not to let that right hip lift up. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3. On your exhale, sweep your right leg and see if you can just hover the right foot just off the ground without hitching that right hip up. So stabilize through the left side. And then slowly tick-tock forward with the chest, keeping that internal rotation through the right hips, so right toes turn down, chest comes forward, hands maybe to heart space, or you extend the arms forward or out to the side, Virabhadrasana 3, breathing in 1. Exhale. Inhaling 2. Exhale. Inhaling 3, bring the hands back to the heart and slowly with control, sweep the right leg back to meet the left. Tadasana. Good. Release the arms. Shake it out. Find your mountain. Strong, steady. Embodying those qualities of strength and softness. Hands to the hip points. Draw your left knee, into the chest. Interlace the hands. Stand tall. Take a long breath out. Hands to hips. Extend the left leg. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Try and straighten as much as you can the right leg. Lift out of the hips. Stand tall. One more deep full breath in. And then slowly as you exhale, sweeping that left foot. Again, hovering just that centimeter off the ground. And then tilt forward with the pelvis. So chest. Left toes turn down. Gaze steady, hands to heart. Any variation with the arms. Breathing in 1. Exhale. Breathing in 2. Exhale. Breathing in 3. Exhale. Hands to heart. Inhale. And slowly we come back. Tadasana. Reach the arms down by the side. Feet together, knees together. Inhale. Bend your knees. Sweep the arms forward. Gaze to the thumbs. Chair pose. Full breath in. Exhale. Bow all the way forward. Chest to thighs. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Straighten the legs. Lift the chest flat back. Exhale. We bow forward. Inhale. Bring your hands flat. Step your right leg, left leg back. Meet me in plank pose. Again, draw the front and the back of the body together. So lift the front ribs, lift the front thighs. Slowly bring the chest forward, bend the elbows. Exhale, we come all the way down onto the belly and release. Release the tops of the feet. Make sure you've got enough room in front of you and find your block. Holding the block, long ways, palms either side. We're going to extend the arms forward, tucking the chin. Good. So here, again, take a moment, drop your attention down into the body. Take a full deep breath in and feel the belly expand as it meets the earth underneath. Exhaling back. And then draw your heels together. So you've got that imaginary block now between your inner thighs. As you inhale, press down through the hips. Lift your chest up. So hold on to that block. Lift the chest up high. Good. We're going to bring the block into our right hand. Sweep the right hand behind. Bring your block onto your lower back. Bring your right arm forward. Lift the chest. Sweep the left arm behind. Find your block. And bring your left arm forward, holding the block between both hands. And release. Good. Inhale fully. Exhale fully. And again, press down through the hips. Lift the chest, lift the arm. You can take the option here to lift the legs as well this time. Block to the left hand. Sweep the left hand behind. Bring your block onto your lower back. Reach the left arm forward. Reach the right arm around. Find the block. Sweep the right arm forward. Block between both hands. Lift up. Reach to the toes. And then exhale. Good. And let it all go for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of fun on these last couple of ones, kind of putting together all the work that we've done. So we just work strongly in the back. Now we're going to roll over onto your left side. So I've still got the block between my hands over the head. I'm stacking the hips, squeezing the inner thighs together. We're going to see if we can lift the legs up. That's it, good. And then see if we can lift the arms up. So on our side, squeezing the inner thighs, feeling that work into the side of the body, lift the arms. And then release. Come all the way down, back onto the belly. Roll over to your right shoulder, right hip, stacking the hips. Bring the arms over the head. A lot of wobbling going on. I'm with you on that one. So again, feeling that center through the body. So squeeze the inner thighs, lift the legs up, and then lift the arms up. Breathing in. Good. Breathing out. Lift up. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Try and stay in that side plane. Don't banana the body or drop back. And this time we're going to come all the way down and roll onto our backs. So you might have, as me, rolled off your mat. So shift back on your mat as you need to. Arms are still over the head. Last little bit of effort. Take a deep, full breath in. And as you exhale, draw your navel towards your spine and see if you can lift your chest up, lift your arms up. And just watch here that you don't start to arch into the back. See if you can pick your legs up. So if you start to arch the back, lift the legs a little, keep the legs low. But if you can, you bring your legs out about a 45-degree angle, possibly. Otherwise, they're nice and low. Bring the arms up, lift the chest. Good, full deep breath in, last little bit of effort, lift up. And then exhale and release. Let go of the block. Keep the arms over the head, but bend the elbows. Just hold on around the wrists, the forearms. Walk your feet over to the right and draw your arms over towards the right. So you've got true kind of lateral flexion here. Just taking a nice stretch through the left side of the body so we're not twisting. So the pelvis stays down, shoulders down, breath smooth. And then walk the feet back to center. Bring the arms back to center. Walk the feet over to the left. So watch you're not rolling that right hip up. Drop the right hip down. And then draw, again, the arms over to the left. Keep the right shoulder down. Breathing in. So just stretching out a little bit now, those areas that we've really, work pretty comprehensively through the practice. An all-encompassing dynamic of core stabilization. And then come back into center. Good. Reach the arms up over the head. Stretch as long as you can. Exhale it out. Sweep the arms around. Draw your right knee into your chest. Again, if you prefer to have something behind your head, We'll take a brief Shavasana in a moment, so you might place a block behind your hair, but just here as you draw the right knee in, again letting the lower back release, slowing the breath, stretching it out a little bit. You can bring your left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right arm out to the side, just taking a twist over towards the left, turning your head away from the knee. Yeah, and any variation if you want to reach the arm a little bit more over the head, stretching out. I feel like everything is moving from the core, the center of the body. So although the knees are going one direction, the arms, the head turning the other, we're moving from centered point. And then we gather back, drop the knees into the chest, bring the arms out wide and extend the right leg long. Inhale, draw the left knee into your chest. Use the hands a little bit more weight, letting the thigh rest down onto the belly, the lower back release down. Feel the body cooling, settling. And then right hand outside of the left thigh. Just giving that little assist to drop the knee over to the right, turning your head away from the knee. Everything is spiraling out from the center. Good. On your next breath in, roll back to center. Draw the left knee in. And extend the left leg long. Any last movements here? You might just shift around a little bit. Turn your head a little side to side and just reach the arms away from the body. So you're reaching out from the center with the arms. The arms can be away from the rib cage. And do the same with the legs. So lift one leg and reach the leg away from kind of the trunk of the body. And do the same with the left. And then feel that settling down. Feel the back of the body. Back of the skull, the shoulders, the sacrum, the heels, tracing down. Let's take a full deep breath in together. Keep sipping the breath in the belly, the ribs, the top of the lungs, full body breath. Hold at the top of the breath. And see, in that holding, you're not hardening against. Just holding that space, mind in the breath, in the body, holding. And then exhale, completely let that go. Is there anywhere here you could soften a little bit? Around your face, your jaw, the lips slightly apart, the tongue just resting behind the bottom teeth. Settling into yourself. Letting go of any control of your breath now. And just for the next few moments, letting yourself be the observer in this experience. Of just watching the body breathe. Watching the thoughts pass by. Just resting deeply into yourself. Letting go of all the hard work. And feeling this position with the arms wide, the heart open, the belly soft. The front of the body exposed. It's a very kind of open, vulnerable position. The gaze soft. But in that vulnerability, there's a strength. Take the next few moments just to be with yourself. Allow whatever to arise to arise. Is there anywhere you could soften? There always
always welcome, of course, to stay here longer, and encourage you to if you have the time. But if you're coming with me, let's again begin with the breath. Take a deep, full breath in. Feel like you're breathing from the soles of the feet all the way up into the center of the body. And from the center of the body, breathing all the way out to your fingertips, up to the crown of the head. Drawing the breath all the way out. A delicate balance of strength and vulnerability. Let us not harden against life, but find that inner strength, the resilience to keep showing up. Trust the practice, trust ourselves. Let's bring a little movement now to your fingers, toes. You might stretch, draw the knees in as you're ready. And just noticing what feels good, what feels right for you. When we work more from the belly, the gut, the core of the body, you're working more with that intelligence. Draw your knees into your chest, more felt sense intelligence. Take your time, come over to one side. And then we'll come just up to sit these last moments together. So find a nice tall spine. You might sit up onto your block. And as we come to sit from lying down, there's more of a muscular engagement here to bring ourselves up into gravitational energy. So try not to harden against that. Keep the shoulders soft. Let the lower back release down. Slightly draw the skull back. Keep the face soft, the gaze soft. These last few moments to be with yourself. To be with your breath. And just to watch the mind. And you bring your hands to your heart space. Bow your head down to your heart. Lift your heart to meet your thumbs. And take a moment to thank your body. This is the body that we have to live in for a lifetime. A vehicle, a home. Sometimes it feels like it comes along for the ride and the mind is leading the show. And this embodied experience reminds us to trust in ourselves, trust in that gut feeling, our instinct. So a moment of thanks, of appreciation, for the body and for all the blessings in our lives. So thank you very much for practicing with me today. And welcome to stay longer in the meditation or in Shavasana. Namaste.